Hello, everybody, and welcome to Mythical Rollers, a Twitch stream dedicated to the arts of tabletop role-playing games. Whether you're a DM, a player, or a painter, as some people around here are, or a cosplayer, all are welcome here. Just don't be mean. Um, we do have a couple announcements before we get into today's game. First, actually, kind of most important, is rumor has it Cephalopod Studios is going to be back live Tuesday, streaming from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. An all fucking day painting extravaganza stream. Whew, say that 7 times fast. That's kind of exciting. Um, been waiting a long time for them to get back up and going. I'm excited to not pay any attention at work and just watch the stream. So if you're interested in some painting streams and learning how to do different paints and mixing things around, check out the links below. I've got his Twitch linked down there as well as their store, which should have some goodies here soon. Some new goodies, at least. But yeah, you got that going on. And then, just a reminder, come July, Mythical Rollers will go dark. We will have no games, as I will be taking the entire month of July off. We will be having some one-shots, so if you're interested in joining us for the one-shots, exclamation mark Discord to get the link for our Discord, or you could also check that out down below as well. Um, I know at least right now there's 3 that are planned. I think there's a 4th one as a maybe, but I know right now supposedly there's 3. We will see how that goes. I don't know. They're not going to be streamed. They're not going to be recorded. They're just here for people, part of the community, to jump in, have some fun, and get some game time in. And then we will be back live in August, beginning of August, with all of our games coming back up full swing again. That's it. That's all I got. So we're just going to jump into tonight's episode of Waterdeep Dragon Heist. Who wants to remind Faust what happened last time? Because he was totally here and paying attention. He just needs a reminder because sometimes he's, a little forgetful. Silas, why don't you go for it?
Well, first off, I showed up at your tavern and wanted an object from you, as I was instructed to fetch it by the Archangel Corax. And I did eventually successfully convince you all to come to the temple, and you all got paid for this object, and it's good because the object, it's bad, carried a lich. And that is about what happened. That's the very short version.
Alright, well, I wasn't going to tell him that we got paid for it. Way to go. Now we have to share it with him.
I mean, technically, Faust was there for all of that, so would have known.
Portia wasn't.
Portia was not. So that was the very squeezed down section. Morning after just burying Doug. You all are back at the tavern, doing what you can as far as something in your stomachs to eat. Some of you, something in your stomachs to drink. When there was a knock on the door, and in walked in, I think, like an 8-foot-tall elephant man, who had to kind of hunch and bend as he did step in. There were some discussions about whether or not to take the item, the Claire's new home, if you will, to Silas's temple. Adnan was like, if they're gonna give us some coin for it, then sure. But we already know that the Rishaal is interested in it too, and with his vast amount of knowledge, maybe he'll give us a little something as well. So there was kind of this whole, first big bid gets it kind of a thing. So most of you headed off towards the Raven Queen Temple, with one of you heading towards the Steam and Steel. At the Raven Queen Temple, through some aggressive negotiations where some heated words were exchanged, some silent spells were released, some insults were thrown out. Eventually, you all came to an agreement as to how much this Claire crystal was worth. Part of that agreement is Silas will help you for, as far as you know, an undisclosed amount of time. That wasn't really negotiated as far as how many days or weeks or years. It was just kind of a he'll be around to protect you should this thing get stupid, and kind of left it as at that, as that was all the time we had, and we ended. You guys did get 3,500 gold in 350 platinum pieces for the Crystal of Claire. And Faust was like, books? 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 Books. Oh, he's not visible. Here, let me turn him on. Boop. That's because my face was there. Thank you. You're visible now, Faust. You're visible now. And so we pick up today with Portia. Portia, you're at that T intersection watching the group of your friends go one direction. You head over to the Steam and Steel. As you make your way down the alleyway, passing where the woodcarver's store is, you can see the Steam and Steel. It is currently open. Give me a perception check. What the fuck?
Was that me this time, or was that everyone
No.
else?
No, that was me. That's so dumb. That is so dumb. So if I mute somebody, it flashes everybody. That's so dumb. That's okay. We're learning all these new quirks. Yay, new version! Hopefully we'll get there soon. An 11. It's not difficult to see that the for sale sign is gone. It used to be this large wooden sign hanging in front of their shop. The normal open entryway is still boarded up closed, which is strange. For when they are open, they usually take down those large wooden walls in order to better open the forge, let more air through, because it's hot work being in there. And you realize you don't hear any hammering. You go up to the front door. It's closed, or at least the door itself is closed.
Okay, so I knock on the door and I holler for Avy. Avy!
About 20 seconds or so goes by before you hear a thump and a as the door is pulled open, and you can see Avy. And one of the rare instances where he is dressed, as in not topless because of the heat of being in the forge. There's a little bit of a light that is lit inside, and he goes, "Ah, Portia. Come in, come in." And kind of leading you in, past the shop side itself, You can see the forge is dark, smelter is dark. Nothing inside is lit. You don't see Emberk yet, but AV kind of guides you through the house or through the workshop area into the house proper, where again the bright pink walls, the dark purple carpet, with a lot of tall green plants are inside, and just kind of guides you into the sitting kitchen area. Um, in here, you can see Imbric is kind of controlling a flame on some kind of stove-like thing, and he's got a pan. And you can smell that there's eggs or bacon and other assortments of things being cooked. And Avi turns around and says, would you like some tea, dear?"
Tea would be wonderful, thank you.
"Certainly. Are you hungry? Have you eaten yet?"
Yeah, Leaf made a big breakfast. I ate already, but thank you. You please don't let me stop you from eating. When and I sit.
Okay. The table they have is simple but sturdy. Most of their furniture is simple but sturdy. They don't seem to really care too much about these things, except for their cookware, which is obviously some sort of hammered iron or something, whatever random materials that they make their own with. For them, they don't really seem to care that there are still hammer marks. It's not really smooth, but it's functional. They don't spend a lot of time on. You can tell they don't spend a lot of time on things that they make for themselves, not where things that they make for customers are usually very pristine. Within a couple of minutes, there is a hibiscus tea that is served, and Embrick, after he gets done making their breakfast, he just cuts a couple slices of toast or bread, just holds it in his hand, and it's toast, and does a couple, spreads some lard and some sort of crushed berries as jam on top of it. Sits down and just looks over at you and goes, "Are you sure you're not hungry?"
I'm positive. Thank you.
He just starts eating, and
Yeah.
Avi sits there with his his legs all crossed over, little cup of tea, little saucer, and takes a drink. And, "Well, good morning. What brings you here today?"
Um, I come on some grave news, but first, what's going on here? Like, d is it? Are you guys leaving?
What What do
Why
you mean?
isn't the for sale sign was gone and the forge is all closed up? Are you leaving?
I mean, it was for sale. It's
So you
been
sold it?
purchased.
Where are you going?
Nowhere.
What do you mean? No, like what do you mean?
I'm I'm as confused as you are, darling. What do you
I
mean?
am like I thought you guys were leaving because you guys had to sell the forge.
Ah. Well, we
And
bought
now
the forge back.
you got it back? You're staying?
Well, Arden did give us the diamond, and with the armor that was his and some other commissions, we were, and he looks over at Embrick, able to pay off what was owed. So we're having a rest day.
So you're staying.
For now. We
Uh,
might go on a little vacation,
so I
but
can I launch myself at AV because I'm so excited that they're not leaving me. Like, next thing he knows, he's just got a lap full of Portia, and she's like, "You're not leaving me!" And she's like,
what?
crying.
What? He quickly sets down his tea because he doesn't want to knock it over. He just kind of like pets your head a couple of times. He goes, "What is going on, dear? You have never been so Not even when Kaylin left were you so distraught.
I cut up the bed. There's no telling what I would do if you would have left. But I seriously took out my upsetness on the poor feather bed that used to be her bed. It was like shredded and feathers, and Leaf had blown up. So I mean, anyway, and Leaf's back, but and I get down and I go sit back down. But whoo! I am so excited you aren't leaving. That that just whoo. Okay, but I do have some grave news. So did I tell you about how the warden sent us to go clean it back up into the mines?
No, I don't. I don't recall this conversation.
Oh, probably because it's been a horrendous 6 days.
Wait, Leaf blew up?
Okay, where do you need me to start? When I look different? Like how? Like what was the last thing that you knew?
Well, the last thing.
I came
You
over
were
from
looking for some clothes after your
growth spurt.
transformation.
Yeah, and you asked me if I needed you to like beat up the guys for me or something like that. So okay, so I had that transformation and had the red pick and I was fighting the entity that was in the red pick, and this all happened right after the incident at the Coliseum. While we were being held at the Coliseum for the events that happened at the Coliseum, the warden told us that if we didn't, that we had to go back to the mines and clean it up, or we would lose the tavern.
Oh dear.
So then, of course, we had to go save my soul, and then we had to go save Teagan's soul, and Kaylin left, and while I was still possessed by the red war pick, I accidentally blew up Leaf, but he's back now. Do some magic stuff from Rishaal. It's all complicated. And then I've got this new arm. See, look, isn't it a really nice piece of work? But anyway, so we had to go back up to the mines, and the rest of the guys and they all went to go talk to somebody about the evil entity that we captured for the mines. But whew. While we were there, we lost Doug.
You see, Avi was about to take another drink, but then he stops. What do you mean you lost Doug?
Doug died heroically in the battle against the evil entity.
He just sets the saucer and tea down, not taking eyes off of you. Doug is dead?
Yeah, honey, Doug is dead. We buried him by the waterfall up on the mountain. And I just thought that you guys should know. We did bury him in the leather too.
He did look so good in that.
Yes, he did. He looked fabulous in that leather.
When you are talking about Doug, even Embrick stopped eating and paid attention. And Embrick is, as you know, usually one that just lets Avi handle conversations, and he just staring, and his normal fiery red hair, which has just little sparks of flame every now and then, you can see just suddenly dims. And like the light that he normally gives off just goes darker whenever you talk about, as you mention, Doug's death. It's a very, well, Embrick doesn't talk. He's very emotions on his sleeve kind of a person. in his racial abilities, he portrays that emotion. When he's angry, you'll know because there's a lot of fire coming off of his body. Right now, the flames are barely visible. He just gets up, walks over to a cabinet, opens it, pulls out a probably about an nine-ish inch tall brown bottle that's got a cork on it. Goes, undoes the cork, pours some in your teacup, pours some in Avi's teacup, and he just looks at the two of you and goes, "To the second greatest ass I've ever seen," and takes a drink. And Avi completely downs the tea. The spirits that were poured into your drink are kind of the first bit of warmth you felt since Doug's death. And even though Doug just died yesterday, there's been so much happening, go, 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 that you've never had a time to feel anything. And this first little bit of warmth, as it starts at the just below the sternum and just kind of spreads, just makes you realize how over the past few days how empty you've actually felt. And for a moment, it's a little bit better. Avi just, how is Adnan taking it? I know those two they seemed like brothers at times.
Um, I don't think Adnan's taking it that well. I mean, I think he's hiding it. He was all hung-go about going to get the stuff situated with Claire. I don't think he's given himself time to really grieve. I don't think he's taking it well at all.
Who's Claire?
Claire was the evil entity we had to get out of the mine.
Why do you all keep having to fight weird entities, soul capturing things, venturing into astral dimensions to retrieve souls?
It's been a crazy like 2 weeks, right? I mean, we've like I don't even have an answer for you. Like it's been nonstop.
It hasn't even been a week since we asked you to look into the iron ore at the mines. It's been 7 days. Not even a full 10-day yet. You
Oh no, it
You
hasn't. See, no, I thought it's been like 2 weeks. I thought it's been 2 10-day. It hasn't, has it? It's been 1 10-day. Oh, for the love of God! No wonder I'm going crazy.
you all should maybe take a rest. You said you had to go back because of the warden. So now that that's done, you guys should be free and clear, owning your
I
home again, yes?
I believe so. Yeah, I just have to go venture off and find the warden. If I remember where the warden's at, and let her know that it's done. And then hopefully things will be calm and we can process things that have happened in such a short amount of time.
We would, as he looks over to Embrick, we would like to pay our respects to Doug. If at some point you can show us where you buried him, that would be nice.
Um, maybe this afternoon. Will that work for you guys?
We have nothing else going on. That should be fine.
Just let me go let the warden know that we finished the mission, and then I will take you guys up to the mountain and show you where uh, Adnan buried Doug.
We will be here. He kind of stands up and just kind of encompasses you with a big hug. And
I'm so glad you're staying.
the the natural coldness that a water genasi puts off, like you're on the verge of starting to shiver, but then you feel even bigger arms wrapping around those, and the warmth of a fire genasi offsetting the cold of a water genasi. You're just in this big elemental hug, and it's strangely peaceful. Like the hug of a mom.
I don't want to leave.
And then you hear as Embrick, after being a little bit uncomfortable, goes, I think I'll go make something for him.
That sounds wonderful, Embrick. And don't worry, I won't ruin your reputation. Thank you for the hug.
He just looks over his shoulder, goes back outside. You can hear the shuffling of things as those big wooden walls are being moved, and within a matter of minutes, it's warm inside the house. And Avi goes, well, you have some things to do, and he will burn this house down if I'm not out there to control his temperature. So,
Sounds like a plan. I will be back later this afternoon, and we'll head up the mountain.
perfect. Stay safe.
You too. And I head back towards home to make sure that nobody is there yet before I head towards... Would I even know where to find the warden?
I mean, you know where City Hall is,
Yeah.
where the main central government establishment would be, which would probably be a good place to start. Whenever you get to the tavern, the only one who's there is Leaf, who just says, "Ah, welcome back, madam. Is there something you needed?"
I was just making sure that nobody else was here. I'm just letting somebody know where I'm going. I'm heading out to City Hall to talk to the warden.
I shall let them know should they arrive before you.
Thank you, Leaf. Oh, Leaf.
Yes?
I'm taking Avi and Embrick up to the where Adnan buried Doug up the mountain. Do you think perhaps you can pack a little snack or something for us to take with us this afternoon?
Certainly, madam.
And you're more than welcome to come with us too.
Thank you.
And I head towards City Hall.
Okay. It takes you probably... Let me open up the map. The map of Waterdeep. From there to there. Probably about 20-25 minutes for you to get to City Hall. And going into the building, kind of just talking to the gentleman who's behind the counter and explaining your situation about the task that the wayward souls were given by the warden. The gentleman behind the counter goes, just one moment. And he You can see him stand up, walk over to where there seems to be a basket and some different kind of papers, and he's flipping through and pulls one out, walks over to you and says, "The warden is already aware of your accomplishments, and the Troll Skull Manor will remain property thereof the Wayward Souls."
May
And
I
slides the paper over to you.
may I keep this or have a copy of this?
That is yours.
Okay. And I look it over, and it does say that it's still ours. And
It is signed and has a embossed seal. It looks official.
okay, so I grab the paperwork and I look at the man and I tell him thank you. I very much appreciate this. And I kind of like put the paperwork in my bag and I head home.
Okay. About this time, by the time you head home, would be about when the rest of you are leaving the Temple of the Raven Queen. Where would you all like to go?
I'd head back to the house.
Yeah, seems fine.
You guys want to go back to Troll Skull, or do you have something else you need to do?
Wait, so I no longer have Clear.
Nope. Claire's gone.
Okay, whatever. Fine.
Claire is gone, and in Claire's place is a lot of platinum, which could be used to buy a lot of books.
Oh, that's okay then. It's fine.
Although you may or may not have a very angry time wizard now, who may be looking for Claire. Who knows?
I have no needs. Lead on.
Back to the manor.
Okay. In that case, the rest of you show up back at the manor probably about 5 minutes after Portia did. So Portia, you're back for about 5 minutes, and then the rest of the Wayward Souls walks in.
Before everybody else gets there, I want to grab that letter from City Hall and look at Leaf and tell him, I said, do you have hiding spots around here, I assume?
He just kind of looks at you like this weird half-cocked grin. But of course, madam.
That's what I thought. So this paper right here is declaring from the warden that the manor is ours and they're not taking it from us. I need you to hide it and keep it safe. And I hand it over to Leaf.
Okay. He takes it and folds it up and just puts it in an inner pocket, and he goes, "I will take care of it soon."
Thank you, Leaf.
You're quite welcome, madam. And your traveling snacks shall be ready soon.
I think they were making something, so it'll be. I appreciate it. So we'll go probably around noon, 12 bell, whatever it's called.
Certainly. And then the rest of you walk in.
Hey,
So-
Portia.
Hey, first off, Troll Skull is now ours officially. Leaf has the paperwork. It's gonna be hidden. Don't ask for it. But the warden is not taking it from us anymore. It is officially ours. Second, Avi Embrick asked to go see Doug's grave. So I am taking them up there this afternoon if anybody wants to go with us. Third, Did you get the ambulance or whatever it was that you were gonna get at the temple?
No,
No,
We did
didn't
not.
get no ambulance.
You didn't.
Smart ass jackass of a paladin.
Teagan, I think your microphone is either your webcam or I don't know. You're very quiet suddenly. Say something now that you moved it.
Now.
There you go. That's better. Sorry.
We acquired platinum and a Silas in exchange.
Wait. You said platinum?
And a Silas.
What do you mean by Silas?
That
big-
one.
the big
That
guy.
would be me.
Another really tall person in the house. So you're part of the Wayward Souls now.
I will protect as often as I can. And should any of you decide it is time to meet my lady, I will assist.
What does that even mean?
In all honesty, I'm not as sure if we've acquired a slave or an indentured servant. I'm not quite sure on the bargain that Adnan kind of pushed there, but
Wait.
he's
So
with
is
us
he
for now.
here of his own free will, or is he a slave or an indentured servant?
A bit of
I
both, by the looks of it.
I am here of my own free will. My services are in exchange for the Lich.
So what he means is he belongs to us for a
Yeah.
little bit.
Yeah, sounds like not much pay, but
The group or one specific person? Because last time we had somebody come in that was sworn to protect us, it was one specific person and not the whole group. And when that person left, he did too, and then left me this really cool necklace.
So
Do you have a really cool necklace? If you have a really cool necklace and you leave, I get the necklace.
as Portia goes on and on and on, I'm just gonna set the little treasure chest on the counter in front of her and open it up so she can see the platinum.
Can I like see it? Like,
Yep.
am I like?
So when he opens this up, you just see inside a small plain wooden chest nothing but platinum pieces. Like the very first thing that you see, like just your eyes counting, you see at least 50 platinum pieces. But the chest is deeper than what you currently see. And
Right.
according to Adnan, it's nothing but platinum.
Just like one part of me is like, ooh, pretty, that is so awesome, and another part of me is like, oh, we shouldn't have sold it for platinum. Like, I'm contrict. How much is there?
It's
A lot.
350 platinum pieces.
you're missing some of it as Faust is shuffling it in a bag.
And we're doing what with it? What are we
Look
doing
at
in the
look
deal?
at Faust. He's over here with the bag, picking one up and putting it in a bag. Picking one up. He's taking some.
How many are you taking? Because then, like, if this is gonna be in the tavern, Leaf needs to take it.
So
Like-
Right.
that's the question. Do you want to split this up amongst the group? Or do you want to hold on to it?
I think if we need supplies for anything that we can access it, but I think maybe we should throw some to Avi and Embrick, and maybe we should save the rest for tavern needs in a rainy day because we have a really bad habit of, wasting all our money on booze.
And how much are you
Madam,
wanting
that
to
is
give?
not a bad habit. That is literally the purpose of this establishment.
And that's quite all right for it to be the purpose of this establishment. Leaf, is everything for this establishment paid off?
No,
How much do we owe for the establishment?
we still owe 250 gold to the different guilds.
So pay off the 250 gold to the different guilds. Give a couple platinums to Avi and Embrick. By the way, they're not leaving. That was they.
Shit.
What? They're not leaving.
I
They're
don't know who
awesome
these people are.
You'll meet them. They're amazing. I love them.
I
They're not
haven't met
leaving.
them either, Faust.
They're
I
the
don't know who we're talking
blacksmiths
about.
across the way.
Oh,
I don't meet a
Okay.
lot of people at funerals. Does that happen to you guys a lot, or?
no, I didn't meet anybody at the funeral, but most everybody was dead.
What do you think, Adnan? What do you think we should do with the money?
Uh,
How much did you take, Faust?
Oh, I actually emptied my bag, so there's a bit of gold on the table too that I'm like trying to collect back up at the moment. I'm like, oh shit, hold on, that's actually mine?
So did you take any platinum?
No, I put the platinum back because you're actually dividing them up.
Okay. Is that what we're doing?
I do
I-
require some platinum for support in dragon slaying. I don't know whether or not I have a permanent place with this group, so funding a tavern doesn't have much motivation for me.
Teagan,
Is this my tavern too? Like, do I get a share?
You know,
Are you
jeez.
new to this group too?
No, yeah, me too.
Oh, I didn't know that
I
either.
tell you what, just give me a few pieces of platinum so I can put them away. I might need to buy some spell components, and I've got a few flasks to be refilled, and maybe find a quiet corner.
okay.
Leaf,
Leaf.
what's... Go ahead, Adnan, sorry.
Leaf, can you get us all a round of drinks, including yourself, please?
Why, certainly, Master Adnan. If we're including myself, we shall get the good shit.
Whoa, you've been holding out on me, Leaf.
Yes, Master Teagan. You
Don't
drink like a
show him
fish.
words. Don't show him where it's at, Leaf. Keep it hidden.
I thought we had a thing, you and I.
As Leaf is pouring and handing out the drinks,
Mhm.
Adnan's going to address the group and say, "You all bring up good questions and points. We, as the Wayward Souls, have lost a lot in the last couple of days, I guess, weeks. I don't know. Time seems to have gone differently.
I told you not to mess with time magic.
Yeah. One time Teagan's right. And anyways, I think going forward the group could well, the Wayward Souls isn't the Wayward Souls anymore. And I see good things amongst this group here. And what I propose to you guys is that we all join together in surviving this crazy time that we seem to be in with weird Clarices and stuff out there. And as a group, I would say that what happens in the tavern and what the tavern makes and is successful would be equal to everybody. After all, we wouldn't have this tavern if it wasn't for the help that you guys gave us in the mine. And Silas, I understand that you've just joined this group at this point, but to ensure that you don't leave us high and dry and you just run away, I would like you to have a vested interest with the group as well.
I would be happy to share an interest with the group, but any profit of mine will go elsewhere.
I'll take it.
That is acceptable to me.
I think if we're fighting more giant spiders, you might need a little more armor, Elephant Man. I
Take
don't think
your
a robe's gonna
take your
cut it.
percent, Silas. Do whatever you want with it. Do not give it to Teagan.
What?
Are-
I'm untrustworthy now.
No, you just... It'll all go to booze. Like, you don't have an endless supply right here.
Yeah, so when the drinks were being handed out, what size mug did Silas get?
A teacup. A wee little teacup.
So
That'd be a good
what's
question for Feist also.
what Leaf likes isn't the hard liquor that Teagan does. So Leaf actually busted out um, um, large wine glasses that are probably about 6-inch diameter opening and about 4 inches deep. And he poured out this very dark purple liquid.
So Silas is definitely drinking through his trunk, and
Well, that's nasty. What if you got a booger?
Tastes good. It's extra flavoring.
Seeing that, Adnan will raise his glass and ask those that are wanting to go band together to join him in a drink.
I think I will. I need a little more informed information here. One is you guys are a mercenary group in a tavern. What are we looking at in terms of income? Two, like you've said, you've lost quite a few members. I don't really want to die. So how is this team going to ensure that maybe that doesn't happen?
No promises.
That's sort of my issue. Three, how would you guys feel about taking on another mercenary group?
Can we have a few days to rest before we go do anything like that? It's been
I
like
haven't found them yet. Don't worry. I don't know where they are. It'll be later.
But so, Silas, I believe, has the "don't die" part covered, and the tavern part. Boy, that's just an unknown at this point. We haven't really had her open for business. We were there, and then Portia blew it up and kind of reset us. Um,
I did hear about this, yes.
so well, that we don't know. Ideally, it would be nice that the tavern aids our finances so that we can continue adventuring.
Final question. What is this time wizard that you guys are talking about? Seems
Oh
like you've made a
shit! I
very
forgot all
terrible
about
enemy.
Rishaal.
I have not.
We're in trouble.
That's my last question, and then I will drink with you, new friend.
we're in trouble with Rishaal. What'd I miss?
I mean, that's where the platinum came from. We gave Clarice away, and Rishaal wanted Clarice.
Do I have to give him back my arm?
Probably, but
I'll go tell him.
I'll make you a new arm. Don't worry. It won't take too long.
I can't lose this arm again. Like, I've gotten an arm and lost an arm like 3 times this week. I can't take it anymore. Like, stop
Have you
taking
seen
my arm.
Have you seen this armor? I do
Had
good
it,
work,
lost
okay?
it.
Just give me a little bit.
Had it, lost it.
It's like 4 or
Had
5.
it. No, if you do, this will be third. If you lose it, this will be your third time losing this arm. That's legit. In the span of 7 days.
Jesus, it's like a set of keys.
It really is. I can't lose my arm again, you guys. It's gonna cause me some issues.
Oh,
Then we don't give the arm back.
I don't want to give my arm back. It's really cool and pretty, and I don't want to give
He's
it back.
mad anyway, then, what's a little insult to injury?
Well,
So
the fact that he's a pretty powerful time wizard, I mean, might have something to play in there. I'm just saying, I think maybe I can go talk to him.
You do that. Yeah, that's fine by me. Send Teagan to go talk to Rishaal.
I'll take the bookworm with me.
You? Like, why is that a good idea?
Well, he doesn't know you.
I wouldn't want to go talk to him. I don't know who he is.
He knows me.
it's not a good idea at all. You saw Teagan in the chapel.
Hence my concern.
That guy was a sack of shite. Okay, he wore his ass on his shoulders the whole
He
time.
was. He seemed pretty reasonable to me.
And
He kept calling me a drunk.
He wasn't
well,
wrong.
you are.
He doesn't know that.
Well, obviously it's obvious.
I
Oh,
just met
shit.
you and I know that.
I'll go along with Teagan just to make sure that he minds his manners. And the rest of your questions, as you can see, there's uncertainty with those answers, which adds to the fun of the group. If
Do you expect to be hurt by the time wizard?
Oh, probably. Absolutely.
I will accompany.
Maybe we all should then.
well, we'll keep Portia outside because I'd hate for him to repossess her arm.
Thank you. Don't forget, I've got a date with Avi and Embrick in like sometime this afternoon.
Well, then
Did-
go with the avian Embrick.
I told him I'd be back. They were making something. I'm really scared that he's gonna steal my arm back.
Then go with avian Embrick, and we'll let Teagan try to
I'm a
appease
wizard. I can
the
talk
time.
some sense into you.
No, I'll just come. I'll come. I don't feel right. I'll come with you guys.
Yeah.
He
Teagan,
needs to walk around the town. He just wants to explore the city. He's like, eh.
Well, cheers to new pack then. Hopefully we don't die.
Faust, are you in?
To what?
Well
Wait,
said.
are we gonna go fight a wizard? If you guys want to
No.
go fight the wizard, I'll come fight the wizard. But, like, I don't want to go to a place full of books and then have to walk away without any books. Like, this is not how this works.
Are you wanting to join the group?
Oh, right. I'll just like hold up my glass of water because I don't drink any alcohol and be like, yeah, to books, boys and ladies, and small things.
Cheers.
Okay.
And circus animals.
And
Yeah,
large things.
That should be illegal. I don't agree with the use of elephants in circuses.
And resurrected constructs.
And resurrected constructs.
To constructs.
Okay. Hi ho,
Well,
cheerio. Away
So,
we go.
what are we doing
We're
with
off
all
to
this
see the
platinum?
wizard.
Before we go to see the wizard, what are we
Oh,
doing
we need to
with
hide
the platinum?
Let's
Absolutely hide it.
Leave.
It's going
Hey.
into Leaf's prison suitcase.
He's not in Cade's body anymore. He doesn't have that.
Should we toss everybody a little spending money and then save the rest of it?
Bold of you to assume.
So
Yeah, Are you okay with everybody grabbing a couple pieces for spending money and then give the rest to Leaf?
one platinum is 100 gold, correct?
10.
It's
10.
10.
10?
1 platinum is 10 gold.
10 gold. Okay.
Mhm.
So you guys, how much do you want to divvy up?
How much do we have again?
350.
We have
If you give-
350.
Platinum pieces.
Yeah, not a lot.
Which comes out to
That's a lot.
3,500 gold.
You can split 50, like give 50 to the tavern and do whatever you need, and then just split the other one 6 ways if you really want.
How
That
about
way
we?
you
Feist, how much do you need to continue your? You said that you require.
Materials. I always need materials.
How much are you? How much do you need?
Just give me 10.
10 platinum?
Yeah.
Okay.
Boss says 50. I want 50.
I agree. The little one should get 50, and I should get 50.
Killed a big thing. It was really fun. I lost out on the gem that was down there because I fell on it, and then I forgot to go find it because there were dead guys. So 50, please.
Okay. I'll hand out 50 to everyone. I will give
Okay.
Faust a lecture about spending his 50 appropriately, and should he go through it, you don't get to come back and get another 50 out of the chest. We'll divvy the money in the chest up by group vote. I think that would be fair, since it's all of ours.
So I want to
Leaf should hide it.
leave my 50 in the chest to go towards tavern expenses.
Yeah, Silas will take 1 platinum and leave 49.
Okay.
Oh Jesus, you guys are making me do math.
Nope. I'm writing it down.
Teagan, 50 or no?
Yeah, I'll take 50. Absolutely.
Okay, 50 to Teagan, 50 to Feist, 50 to Faust. Portia, 10. Silas, 1. No, Portia was 0, right?
Yeah, Portia was 0.
I still somehow have 10 gold,
I will leave my
so I'm leaving mine to the tavern.
portion in there as well.
Because if you take if you take 350 divided by 6, it comes out to like 58.3.
Okay. So how much do we have left in the chest?
I don't know. Your guys' math confused me.
Jesus. Okay, Teagan and Feist, that's 100 minus. Faust is 50, that's 150. Plus Silas, that's 151.
So there's 199 left.
Okay.
If nobody else is taking any, that's 199 platinum pieces left.
Portia, me, and Silas left. So, really, 50
And then there
each.
was that one extra payment of, basically one extra payment of 50.
So, do we have enough to pay off the guild?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
199
So if you-
platinum is 1990 gold.
Right.
We started with 350
So,
platinum,
so
right?
if you give, 350 platinum is what you start off with. Even if you were to give everybody 50 platinum, there's still 50 left.
Okay.
So you could in theory give the bar 50 platinum as its overhead money for expenditures, and
That's what I was
everybody
saying.
still get 50 platinum to have to do whatever with. And then if you choose to keep your platinums with Leaf, not as bar money, but as just keep protected, you definitely can.
Okay.
Okay, that
So-
makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, that's why I was saying at the start, drop the 50, and then I wanted 52. I was like,
Yeah.
Everybody's good with that. We'll take 50, put it towards the bar and the outstanding bills that we have.
Mm-hmm.
You can take 50 out now, or you could leave it in the bank of Leaf. I'm going to leave mine in the bank of
50 is
Leaf.
the bar.
I'm leaving mine in the bank of Leaf.
Teagan,
So there's...
you want yours cash in hand?
I'm going to hang on to. I'll take 5. I'll keep 5. The rest I'll put in the bar.
Okay.
Or in the bank, or
Okay.
whatever the hell we want
So
to
I'm
call it.
adding 45 back into the bank.
And Faust, 50 in hand? Okay. 50 to you. And
That seems
Feist?
dangerous. I'll
Feist?
keep it with me, thank you.
Okay, 50 to Feist. And Silas, you want to leave 49 in the bank?
That is correct.
Okay.
So I have 194 in the bank. And everything else has been handed out. And the bar's money is separate.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Thank you for keeping track of that, Leaf.
Certainly, Master Adnan. Happy to help.
All right, you guys ready to go tell Rishaal about the bad news?
It is not bad news.
Well,
I mean, depends
that's
on your
not going to be
perspective.
his perspective, but
Feist will climb back into Leviathan and shut the metal plate over her head and go, ready.
All right, Teagan, you want to lead the way?
I'm holding my war pick and thinking I should probably talk to Avi and Emric about getting something to hang this on, because I'm surprised I haven't gotten in trouble for, carrying around a weapon like I do.
Absolutely. I'll lead the way. So let's all go this way. Big Elephant Man, I need you to walk in front of me, though, okay?
Silas moves to the front of the pack.
He doesn't know where he's going, Teagan.
It's okay.
Do you require my assistance as well?
Would he take away Leaf?
When was the last time you got into a scuffle?
He just started with his construct. He can barely work it.
324 years ago as a physical body, in corporeal 3 weeks ago? Before you all owned this establishment.
Leaf, you've been through a lot lately. I'd hate for you to have to go through something else
I did just
unnecessarily.
explode yesterday. Day before yesterday.
And came back, and I don't want him to take you away. Just like I don't want him to take my arm away. See, you should feel special. I categorically grouped you with my arm and my war pick. You mean something to me. I don't want him to take him away.
Here?
No.
No, he does time, so he'll just go back in time and take shit. So
Mate,
no matter where she
really,
is or what
truly
she's
won't matter.
doing,
If he wants your arm,
it could disappear.
he's going to take it.
Yeah.
I think we all go, and we, maybe we don't all go and confront him, but maybe we try and reason with him.
It worries
Or
me
we
that
tell
you
him
used
that
the
the
word
temple-
confront.
Oh, what if? Whoa! I got a great idea. Yeah, a better idea. What if we tell Rishaal that bag of shite at the temple took the crystal from us, and
You
didn't
know-
give us an option?
You bring up a good point, and I think what we should do is let Silas explain all this, and you just sit there and
That's
you
why I
smile.
want him in front.
Yeah. But you just don't say anything. Let Silas do all the talking.
Well, he talks so damn slow. We'll be there all night.
So
Fair
does
point,
Rishaal.
fair
So does
point.
Rishaal.
Exactly. And he just went, oh shit. Before we go, hang on a second, Leaf. I need you to fill up this flask, this flask, this flask. This
You
flask.
just filled those up this morning.
Shh. It's
Silas,
gonna be all right, Tin Can.
this is our chance. Come on. I'll lead the way.
Run.
The temple did not force this upon you.
All right, look, you're not gonna get us anywhere if you start with that.
Okay,
Yeah.
now Avi and Embrick asked me this morning how we keep finding ourselves in these types of situations, and I think I just figured it out. Like, what in the world are we doing?
Exactly. We start with a cow, then we get a turtle, then we get an elephant. What's next? An alligator, a chicken, maybe
You
a
want
walking
cow?
pig.
Okay. Look, Teagan, you can be our backup plan. If things start to go bad, jump on in there.
If things
Silas?
go bad, I'll go get help.
Okay, great idea. Silas, if you just want to assist in this, hell, I'll start talking to him and we'll see what happens. If I start having issues, someone else can feel free to jump in.
If you start having issues, I think we're going to be in trouble because you're normally the one that talks us either in or out of those issues normally.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, I'm very friendly.
I will be more than happy to express the events that have happened to this time wizard.
Okay. Let me preface this though with I understand you may see things as black and white, and there's a little bit of gray mixed in on this one. So if we've got to maybe warp things or spin them a little bit to keep us from meeting your lady, that would be preferable on
Will
this
somebody
venture.
tell me what that means?
It means you're
How do
going to
you
die.
Thank
how do you
you.
feel about lying, Silas?
There is no issue with spinning the truth a bit,
My man. All right.
but I will not lie.
You just totally confused
Oh,
me.
Well, that totally
You know
makes
what?
sense.
Adnan,
It's
let's
just
just
select
go.
bits of truth.
Jesus,
It'll
hey,
be fine. It'll be fine.
The whole way over, Adnan is just pondering that statement in his head, like you don't tell the truth, but you don't.
No, spin the truth.
Yeah, you spin the truth, but you don't tell it. You don't lie. It just
Yeah, that's
no,
right.
no, no. There's the truth, and there's not the truth.
No, it's
Oh,
just the
Silas
truth
is
worded
gonna like
correctly.
shuffle up next to, very short, like walk up next to Silas and kind of look up with her faceplate still on and go, something tells me they haven't had any moral compass in this group in a while. You may be confusing.
I will be happy to show them the way.
I don't think that would be what would be required.
It doesn't have to be required.
Good luck with Teagan then.
Also, I feel like I'm like taking one stride to about every 15 of yours or something.
Yeah.
That's
Same here. Like, if
Yeah.
you're gonna walk so fast, you should let me at least have a ride,
Wait.
dude. Like,
Have
seriously.
we left yet? I wanted to ask Leaf if there are any other temples in Waterdeep to a particular god.
We're all gone and Foss is still the damn counter.
Pretty much. You guys just left, and Foster would just been like, "Oh wait, just like one moment." Yeah, I wanted to ask if there's a temple to Io in Waterdeep and how to get there, because last time I tried to get anywhere in this city, I ended up with like a gold dollar drawn map. All right.
Certainly, Master Foss. There is most definitely a temple to Ioun. However, the last time I was knowledgeable about where the location would be was well over 300 years ago.
Did you call me Master Fost? All right. Well, I'm not used to that one. Okay.
By the
Do you
way,
know where?
they're going to a location full of books, and you're still here?
Yeah, but I don't feel like he's going to give me. Okay, we'll try one try, and then I'll go find the temple. Thank you. Slightly.
Yes, as Foss quickly catches up. You guys come out the door, head north, go west, boom! The bookworm's treasure.
You guys ready?
No, he's gonna take away my arm, and he's gonna take away Leaf, and he's gonna make me go back to being all crazy and wanting to kill everybody.
This
Sounds
is a
like you're ready.
bookstore.
I'm opening the door
Okay.
and going in.
If he does that, Portia will work on killing him. How's that?
You don't like. I almost killed everybody.
You-
Ixnay on the killing with the door open.
I didn't realize you opened the door.
Silas like bends over to get in. How
So-
tall are the ceilings in here?
So that's an interesting concept. As you bend down to, as you're used to doing, the door gets tall enough for you to walk through without issue. And when you step into this room, about 20 feet in front of you is a desk. The bookstore itself is a circular building. From the outside, it appears to be only a two-story building. But when you walk in, you look up, you don't see the end of the ceiling. Light stops going that high. But from floor to as far as you can see are books. There are there is an insurmountable amount of knowledge in this place. You can see sporadically around the perimeter of this particular building are ladders that are on the wheel system, where it looks like somebody can climb up them, give them a push, and they just wheel around. But those ladders only go up one story, so you're not sure how you get access to the rest of the information. Sitting behind the desk, kind of reading a book, is a figure that has a brown cloak over them. You can see just the faint little bit of a golden muzzle as he is reading something. And whenever you all start to walk in, you can just see again just the end of the muzzle. It turns ever so slightly and goes, "Welcome to the Bookworm's Treasure."
Is that you, Rishaal?
I'm afraid Master Rishaal is not here.
Is he going to be back soon?
Hard to say with him.
Well, we're coming by to chat with him. We had a message we were going to give him, but he's not here, so I guess when would be a good time to come back to catch him?
I'm sorry, your statement is not within my pre-recorded messages.
I like interject and go, "Is this like an open library? Can I like just peruse?"
Uh, hmm. That's interesting.
Let's just go look.
I have
What?
books and spells available for sale if you require.
Can I look at them though?
That would be this man's cup of tea, and I point to Faust.
Can we leave a message, Adnan?
Yeah, then what they say?
Oh, yeah, leave a message. The Wayward Souls would like to leave a message for Rishaal.
Are all of you in the building, or did Silas kind of block the entryway after walking in?
All I can see is a giant ass in front of me.
So Silas walked in to
'Kay.
to the building and cleared the doorway.
Okay.
I'm
Heist
just
is
trying to like
definitely
maintain the
in.
book off the shelf.
So, is everybody in the building?
Yes, so.
I'm trying to understand
Yes.
the visuals of it.
Yeah, because bad shit's about to happen.
Right.
Just want to make sure you're all.
I just
building.
want to make
I'm the
sure.
blast radius.
I just want to make sure that when this building explodes, you're all in it to get the explosion
gonna
damage.
Explode. He's a time
I'm
wizard.
kinda
It's
like
gonna flip into
hiding-
another dimension.
There you go. I'm kind of like hiding behind Adnan because as whoever's talking, I tell Adnan to see if he can leave a message.
Teagan, as soon as you walk into the building,
I knew it was going to be me.
of course it is, that golden book that you were given kind of warms. In whatever pocket you had it stashed away, you can feel a warmth.
Well, let me tell you where that warmth's at now.
Told you not to play with it.
This is what happens when you play with it.
I'll pull the book out and you know, I just look at it. Is it glowing? Is it? I mean, other than being warm, is it doing anything else?
When you pull the small golden book medallion out, and you're looking at it. The hooded figure says, kind of just moves their head and goes, "Master key identified. Interesting." And the cloaked figure removes their cloak. And what you see in place are 3-winged golden kobolds.
What the hell?
Kin!
Do you
Strange
guys...
construct. You do not appear kin.
Oh, sorry. It's the
I'm gonna
mascot.
just glance down and take a nice look at the book, and then look at everyone else, and look at the book, and be like, I had no idea that it did that. I didn't.
As you look at the book and look around and look at the book grows until eventually it's about a 20-pound heavy tome.
Oh no, not again. Are we doing this again?
Everybody's watching this book grow? I mean, is it...
Yep. It goes
No,
from the
probably.
small golden medallion to this probably about 2 feet long and foot wide and probably about 10-inch thick heavy tome.
Do I recognize this book as it's growing? Can I? I mean,
As you look at it, there are symbols on it that are just out of your grasp of being able to identify. But you kind of flip open a first couple of pages, and after you flip through a few pages, this appears to be a Master Wizard's grimoire.
so it's a spell book.
Yes.
As the book, as it has grown, Silas's trunk is all up in that business. Like, he's like, what is going on here?
Silas, with you, when you touch it, the book itself, the casing appears to be metallic.
Interesting.
And the 3 golden kobolds, as they look over at you, Teagan, they say, in kind of a weird, echoey singular voice coming from all of them. Welcome, new master of the shop.
Woohoo!
What?
Did you hear that?
What?
You
I
bought a
think I'm
bookshop?
shit. Oh.
Ca-
Am I drunk?
Can you
Am I drunk?
can you guys explain that? Or what do you mean, the new master of the shop?
I don't know. I don't know what I did.
That means I
From-
can touch all these books, right?
Oh, 100% fast.
I
I'm
would
touching the
caution
books.
against touching. As you touch a book, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Damn it.
Here he goes again.
It's just like the moss.
She's gotta
So
reach out
can
and
we
touch
leave
it.
those? What are
Hang
like?
on. I need to
Me.
see this dexterity saving throw to see if Foss just died.
I'm trying to roll it. How do I properly roll it?
So when you have your character sheet open within Foundry, there you go. I think you figured it out. There you go. 14. Okay,
I
That's
think
never a good
Silas
thing.
is here.
that's not terrible. It's a good thing Silas is here.
Oh. I heard a handful of dice. Yes.
I was gonna say that was a multiple dice roll, dude.
That's just the first handful.
Shit.
You take 21 points of lightning damage and are shot back 10 feet. As soon as you go to reach out to one of these books, a strange symbol glows and from all around, this spiderweb effect echoes throughout the entire store, and a bolt of electricity shot into your arm, probably the same one you cut open and were, feeding the necrotic mold your blood with, and you go flying back 10 feet. You all watch as, like,
I feel like I
a
slide
fly
across
into a
the
bug
ground.
zapper. Bzzz, he gets shot back. And they go, right, we were just about to say, don't touch anything.
That's fine. It's only singed a little bit.
So,
So,
do you guys want to explain what the new master of the shop is supposed to do?
Learn.
Learn.
So who's
Where exactly is Rishaal?
Rishaal is no longer in the present.
Did he go back in time, or did he go forward in time?
Rishaal's corporeal self could no longer sustain him.
Silas, did Rishaal meet your lady?
mayhaps. I do not know all that meet my lady, but all do meet her.
You think you could find someone that could check the registry?
That
I mean,
is possible with some communion.
So-
Also, I'm also attempting to cast Cure Wounds. It's not working for some reason on Faust right now.
Because you have to have a target.
Yeah. How do I? Oh, there we go. Yep, there you have it. Sorry about that. Carry on.
alright, well, I'm gonna just kind of to walk on past everyone and walk right up to the counter here where the wee little winged golden
Kin!
beasties are. And I just I'm gonna ask him. So, when did Rishaal leave?
Rishaal left his mortal coil in the night time.
Last night, the night before last.
Approximately 7 hours ago.
Teagan, grab a book.
We have a message for you, new master of the shop. Now playing recorded message. Teagan. Time catches up to all. End of recorded message.
There is no time wizard that can escape my lady.
I kind of did, sort of.
Teagan, grab a book.
Oh, I'm not touching a damn thing right now.
How do we access the books?
You're the shop guy. Ask the
All right,
kobold
so-
to get your book.
What are your names? I'm assuming there's more than one, or are they one but three? Did they do a leaf thing, or are they? I mean, what the hell am I looking at?
We are Ryzen. And they go, we are one.
Ryzen. Okay. All right. So I'm your new master. Okay.
They kind of cock their heads off to the side. In training.
Master in
But
training.
yes.
I'm sorry, Teagan.
So will they still be in charge of the shop, or do we have to figure out how to run the shop too?
I'll figure it out. Don't worry, I can do it. I volunteer.
Scanning. No one
Si-
present is powerful enough to control the shop.
I do think I should sit down and have a drink.
Did
Si-
you say
Si-
no one present is powerful enough?
Okay, so we can't run the shop. Can you run the shop?
What do you try to do, Silas?
so real quick, how big are you, Faust?
Oh, like 5'11".
Okay, yeah, I just kind of like palm your head and like make sure you stay where you are.
Okay, I bonus action disengage and walk past him.
You're already baseball headed, buddy. Basketball headed.
Square my way out of this.
All right. So, Ryzen, is there a training manual if I'm in training?
The three of them gesture to the giant 20-pound tome that I assume at this point you probably set on the desk.
Oh, absolutely. After watching what happened to Foster, I didn't want to touch a damn book in here.
I really want to touch that golden book.
Silas touched it and he didn't die.
I'm trying to make my way over to the thing. I'll help.
All right. So, Ryzen, does that mean that I have to stay here to be in training?
No. We are here to guide. As you become stronger, we can help you gain and adapt to your power. At some point, you will have control of the tower. And as they just all look up. For now, basic level knowledge is accessible. Please state your inquiry, and we can
Basic
retrieve
level
it.
knowledge. Okay, so we tell you what we want, and you'll go find it and bring it back to us. But we don't touch the books, right?
You are the master of the tower. In training, one of them says. If you designate other people to be able to make requests, we will abide.
Hey, please.
While you are not here in the tower, the store is open as a normal store. All proceeds go towards keeping the typical things in stock.
Oh, that's good to know. Now, will you you three, just kind of become one again? And that's what people are going to see. They're not going to walk in here and see you.
What's wrong with seeing kobolds, Teagan?
Shh, quiet, Tin Can.
They will see a visage of Rishaal or you.
Okay,
As
that's
you
what I
deemed
wanted
fit
to
to be
know.
fit.
I think maybe we should leave it as Rishaal for now, until we can process this.
Teagan's speechless for once.
Was Rishaal dragonkin? Why does he have kobold servants?
He was Dragonkin. He was golden. All right. So, well, while we're here, is there anything that we need? And I'm gonna turn to the party and do my best, master of the tower.
Our boy's already gone to his head.
Book on infusions.
Okay.
I want the oldest book here.
All right. Anything else?
Can I have permission to come back here and read whenever I want?
All right. So I'm gonna turn to Ryzen. I'm gonna say I need a book on influencers, and I
No,
need you to find me a book
infusion!
on an old boy.
Get the wax out of your ears, drunk man.
Scanning. You see all three of them just kind of turn and face different directions, and they look around. History of the arcane and influences of time magic located. Book is too high level. Access denied. Book on little boys? Wrong store.
Oh,
Teagan, maybe just let me make the request.
all right. So these, Ryzen, these are my friends, and if I would appreciate if you would treat them with the same level of respect that you would, treat me with. I would like anything you can find me that I would be within my ability to read on any kind of evocation magics. And then whatever these guys here would like. Be careful, the tall one, he drinks through his nose.
It is the best way to drink.
It's absolute mad.
Have you tried?
Do I look like I enjoy swallowing boogers?
Yes.
We have to
That's
work
funny
on
right there.
your spinning the truth there a little.
At this point, I have released Faust. By the way, I'm no longer like basketballing his face.
He
So
he
Well, that's good
did
because I'm pretty sure he's just teared off then.
he did dope rogue shit and left your grip.
I dig.
As soon as you were like this, he was like poof, like you just have his hat and away he went. Evocation magics. Interesting. Was there anybody else who was making requests?
I want the oldest book they have here.
And I wanted a book on infusions.
Okay. Do, do, do. On your request for the oldest book here, Faust, they say, access denied. The master of the house's power is not strong enough to access that level of the tower.
Maybe ask for the coolest book within Teagan's ability now. How's about that,
Yeah.
Faust?
How about the oldest book within his power now? Yeah.
It's going to be a book of nursery rhymes.
I don't care. It's
Book
due to
on
Faust.
Modern day processes of alcohol distillation.
Or either that or how to cure alcohol poisoning.
If only there was a cure.
It's greater restoration. That's all we got for you, buddy.
And even that's a low % chance of success.
Actually, just Silas. Only Silas has that for you, buddy.
But he's got to do nose to mouth.
Oh fuck, I'm dead.
Oh, it's glorious. That is everything I ever wanted.
They wouldn't have a current map of the city too, would they? One that isn't hand drawn. Actually, it ought to be hand drawn, wouldn't it? Never mind.
That's a
One
good
that's
one,
nicely
actually.
hand drawn.
All right. Teagan, your request for evocation magics that you could know now. Um, one of the Ryzen come back with a scroll of dancing lights. Another one comes back with where is it? No, no. With Thunder Wave. And the third one comes back with Tiny Hut.
Tiny Hut.
Mm-hmm. Tiny Hut is a third level spell. Thunderwave is a first level spell, and Dancing Lights is a cantrip.
Alright, but they're all three are scrolls.
They are all three scrolls. And they say current funds allow for one of these for components to add to your own spell book.
Current funds.
Yes.
I'm mad confused.
That means cash, Teagan. Cash.
So when you copy a spell from a scroll to your book, or even from another book to a book, you have to have the components and ink and vellum to be able to do so. It costs you an obscene amount of money to be able to add spells into your book. And so they are saying that the current shop funds will allow you to add one of these into the book as for free, basically.
Alright, so now I thought I took this in the Evocation Savant, so the golden time you must spend to copy an evocation spell into your spellbook is halved.
Yes,
So that just means that it takes me less time.
correct.
Okay. Bloody hell.
So Tiny Hut is 10-foot radius, a dome of immovable force pops up. So for 8 hours, this dome is there, and almost nothing can get through it. But if you walk out of it, the dome fades. So if you're out and about and you need a place to rest and you're still in a bad place, this would be good to drop the Tiny Hut, which puts a 10-foot diameter dome around you where basically everybody can come in. You can, with relative safety, have a long rest. Or even a short rest.
Now, reading that, it says medium size or smaller.
The elephant counts as medium. Even
Alright.
standing, he's only 8 feet tall.
Okay. I didn't want to have to do it, but let's address the elephant in the room and everything. So,
That's right.
alright, I think I would like that one.
Okay. As you make your choice, the other two fly back up and around to put those scrolls back where they go. And the one that has the tiny hut kind of helps you transfer that spell into your spell book with the different components and
It's a napkin.
it is
My
not
spell
a
book's a
napkin.
bunch of bar napkins.
There's a collection of bar napkins. Well, you're going to need a lot of napkins for this spell. But you can add Tiny Hut to your spell list.
Okay, Now I have to do that in D&D Beyond or just here?
You will have to do that in D&D. It's better to do it in D&D Beyond.
Okay.
Because
All
we
right.
use D&D Beyond as the master, and then we'll just sink back down into here. You are also given the material component of a small crystal bead for casting of the spell. Excuse me.
A crystal bead.
A small crystal bead.
That doesn't tell me I can. Okay.
I'm just saying you
all
have
right.
the component required for it, basically.
Okay, perfect. All right, good, great, grand, sweet. Everyone on the bus. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Now, so I didn't have to pay for that. That was part of my training,
Correct.
right? Okay. So how many of those lessons can we train in a day?
Depends on how many funds we have.
Okay,
You were
fair
left
enough.
one guaranteed per additional level of power.
Okay, all right, good.
So,
I do.
quick question. The more people that shop here and spend money, the more spells the master in training can get?
Minus costs for running the shop, yes.
Okay,
Gotta
interesting.
connect the tavern and the bookstore business somehow.
Yeah, sounds like Teagan's got to put that big brain to use.
Oh, we're all fucked.
One of the or the other two Ryzens come down. One of them has a very smooth wooden tube that they hand over to you, Feist.
Ooh.
And the other one has this small book that they hand to you, Faust.
I
Gee,
go ahead.
no, go ahead, Silas. You've been trying for a while.
I do have, I think, one request, and do you have a book on recreation?
They like all look at you and tilt their head.
Fuck, I'm looking at him too. What?
Feist's head tilt is exactly the same as theirs. Just
And they all three say, wrong bookstore.
I understand.
Glad to see you're trying to learn how to have a good time, though.
Faust, what languages do you know?
can't hear you.
Celestial, Common, Elvish, Infernal, and Thieves' Cant.
Okay. You currently cannot read this book.
Can I ask them what language it's in first before they leave, so I can go find a language like someone who can and translate it?
They all look at you and go, the oldest race of the world is dragons. It's, of course, an ancient draconic.
Okay, well, I can't speak Draconic. Fantastic. I will figure that out in a bit. Do you
Don't
have
worry, I'm
a
pretty sure
how
I
to
can.
learn Draconic here?
This, and they tilt their head in the other direction, Kin says they can speak it.
Well, I mean that's great. I will get them to do it, but like I still want to learn how to do that as well. Like
I mean, do we need to get you a primer?
I don't know what a primer is in real life. Okay, Foss would know what a primer is. I'm dumb.
It's like one of those, see Jane run, but in Draconic.
Ah,
Yep. I need the alphabet in Draconic.
you need the basic Draconic. Certainly.
Yup.
I would like to
And
open my tube also to make sure I can read
sure.
it before we leave.
So you pop open the tube and you pull out um, some kind of strange leathery material. And it's probably about 3 feet wide. And as you unfurl it, you can see that it's. You're fairly certain it's draconic hide. There are still some chromatic scales on the flesh itself.
I think I'm offended by this.
And on the not scaled side is a schematic. Um, Give me a Arcana roll.
I think you forgot to say with advantage.
Oh, with disadvantage. You're right, Adnan. Thank you. Just a regular Arcana roll, Feist.
Don't you fuck with me, Adnan.
Nice! Nice. 25.
Tell me.
The rest of you just see as they unfurl this scroll, they just suddenly, like, their mouth just. And they're just staring, and their head starts doing this, like, very quickly. Just up, down, up, over, left, down, up. What? It's a schematic of a construct similar to yours, but specifically on imbuing it to fly. You can tell by the schematic this is not an easy thing to do. And some of the material components that are listed, and they are in Draconic. One of them talks about a prismatic gem as one of the components required for it.
She starts cursing in Draconic very aggressively.
Oh, wait, hold up. I can look up what that word means in this book. Hold up. Wait, play again.
And Faust, you are eventually given a beginner's guide to Draconic, which is actually a very thick tome, because Draconic is a brutal language.
It's fine.
It's easy, I'll teach you.
At some point in there, my trunk is all up in that schematic. Like it's like poking at the scales and also the the tube itself.
The tube smells like cherry. The schematic smells like death.
I can borrow this, Teagan, right? I can borrow it.
Yes.
I can borrow this, Teagan.
Yes, you can borrow it.
Okay.
Sure,
Okay.
absolutely. And I'm gonna turn and look to Ryzen and be like, she can borrow that, right?
Item is within your level of access. If you deem
Okay.
it so, it shall be so.
You
Though
can
if it
borrow that.
does get damaged, that is an irreplaceable item.
Just give me some time to copy it. I'll put it into my notes. And I'll
Don't
copy
fuck
it down
it
and
up.
give it back. I won't fuck it up. This is very important. I'll copy it down and I'll give it right back. I just need time.
Adnan's gonna leave the shop. This twilight zone that we're in, where
Mhm.
Teagan is in charge and given responsibility, is just fucked with his mind too much. He's got to go outside and clear his head.
As Adnan's walking out the door, Teagan will poke his head around and say, "Thanks for coming in, sir. Please come again."
As you go to walk out, the Ryzens look at Teagan and go, "Should we open up the shop? It's locked."
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead and open the door. That's fine. Fine. Let him go.
There you go, Adnan. The door's unlocked and you can leave.
After hearing that the door's unlocked, I scurry after Adnan.
Yeah,
As
I'm
the shop's new master, what other perks come with it? Like, I mean, did Rishaal leave any, you know, any magic items or anything that he would have wanted me to have now to help me in my journeys and travels to learn and train to be the best new master of the shop that could ever be?
Yes, a lot of things were left for the new master. There are multiple arcane artifacts. There is also this soul prison, in addition to other locations of the tower. Current power does not allow you access.
Other locations of the Okay. All right. Okay. I, yes. Go ahead and start the shop. But you need to be back to Rishaal. And I've got some training I got to do, and some thinking I got to do, and some drinking. And I'm gonna go ahead and go. I'll pop back in and see y'all shortly, and then I'm gonna head on out after
As
Adnan's
you
back.
say all this, they go, "Does this mean you accept the role?"
Oh, yes.
New master established. Ownership partially transferred.
Ownership partially transferred. Okay, all right. I like that. I like the sound of that. Master, Master Teagan.
You have a new pack now, Teagan.
Can I ask them for a map? Sorry.
Wrong shop.
God damn it.
Adnan and Portia, what are you two doing as you've left the shop and these yahoos are hanging around for a couple of minutes?
You know, I want to go walk towards the message board.
Okay. Portia, are you following Adnan? As he
Um,
goes left.
I was just thought we were just standing outside. Where are you going?
I'm going to go to the message board.
For what?
I'm going to see what sort of new adventures they have posted on that.
Can't we take a couple days off before we go looking for trouble?
Certainly. You guys can do that.
Oh, you kn- Do I? Can I happen to tell what time of day it is?
You could certainly try. Give me an intelligence roll. As you look up, cloudy sky. Clouds are getting darker. Um, Not really sure if it's late afternoon or early morning. Can't really see the sun.
I'm gonna head off towards Avi and Imbrick. Are you gonna come with me, Adnan? We're going up the mountain. I probably should have been there a long time ago, but I didn't want anybody to get killed by the crazy time magic wizard.
No,
No.
no, I'm not going to go up the mountain.
And I just kind of look at him weird as I go back. Okay, well, I'll let you know where I'm going. As I go back home to grab the lunch and head over to the blacksmith, hoping that they don't think I forgot about them.
Has that conversation lasted long enough for, like, our business to be done in the bookstore?
If you were staying back for Teagan's conversation, no.
Okay.
You guys would be just leaving as those two are going two different directions.
Okay. So if we can see them splitting up, I'm
Yep.
going to say, which one of you needs protecting more?
I'm going up the mountain. If you want to come with me, we're going to go to a resting place of a friend.
Has there been rites done?
I think this might be a job for our new elephant friend.
I don't know.
Then I will accompany you. And he strides over. I stride over and I pick you up.
Yay! I get a free ride.
You had said that I should give you a ride.
And I meant it. You walk really fast. And I'm not as
I'll
short
come
as I
too.
used to be. I used to be only 3 foot, but now I'm 4 foot. But my legs still don't go very fast.
I'll come with you too.
Give them a ride too.
No, I walk.
Can you keep up? You should take a ride.
Leviathan can carry me pretty quickly.
I'm fine. I was trying to help.
Before you
Thank
guys
you.
go, can someone tell me where to buy a map? Please. I really need a goddamn map.
Would I know where to buy a map? There should be
Shit,
like
would
a
I
general
know?
market around the
I
corner or
haven't
something.
been here before, okay? I just got here, I got tricked by a door, I got tricked by possibly a small halfling or maybe a child. I've been
Would
through
I
mines, that's about it.
would I know where to find a map, DM, since I'm newish in town, but like part of the like guild community and the merchant community?
Give me an intelligence roll. Oh!
It was so close to
It
being
was
good.
so
I saw it
close!
roll over. Sorry. I
You
don't know where
go,
to find a map.
depending on what you want to map of, like most museums have a map of where you can find different things within them. There's a city map, there's a world map, there's a continent map, there's a scavenger map. There's just too many
Silas might know.
maps.
If you're looking for a temple, Silas might know.
I can, of course, tell you where my lady's temple is. But
Well,
the other temples I have no knowledge of. Are you seeking my lady?
nope. I am seeking a place run by some being called Ayun. I don't really know if they have a temple here. They had one where I was from. Maybe they have one here too. Don't know. Gonna have a fun time finding it though. Hopefully, I don't get robbed. I have a lot of money on me. Oh dear.
Maybe you should like stick with us, and then we'll take you to Ayu.
I don't.
Then you won't get robbed.
I
Aren't you
haven't-
a thief? Never mind.
Nope. Never stole anything in my life.
Of course, all other gods are eventually devotees to my lady. But I am sure we can find someone to show you where it is.
You guys go enjoy your funeral. I will just wander around aimlessly and hopefully I can find it.
Maybe try and find Silas's book on recreation, because I don't think. I think he's getting a few things confused.
Fashion Treasures is over there. Maybe tell them that Portia sent you. Maybe they have one.
I need to go get something in real life. Sorry, that's why I was letting you start.
Okay, so the group splits up. Adnan going towards where the market is to look for any potential jobs on the board. Give me an investigation roll.
Okay.
Just scanning the market board.
Oh, that son of a.
That was another one that was
Again,
almost so good.
again. Should I be a 17? Nah. As you're scanning the board, you're looking at them. A few of them are obviously dated as far as nobody's really come around to take them off because they're like 2-3 months old. You do find a couple where somebody has lost a cat. Another one that shows that is a flyer. One of the flyers for the Troll Skull Manor being open is posted, which is supposed to open in 3 days. You do see an old flyer as far as the Coliseum event that just happened a few days ago, but nothing else really catches your eye. I don't hear you.
I said that sucks. I will head back to the tavern.
Okay. As the other group, as you all go back to the tavern, except for one of you, Faust is going off on his own in a city he's never been in before, guaranteed not to get robbed and stabbed on his way to finding anything. Guaranteed not to happen. As the rest of you go back to the manor, there is a small basket on the counter that has a kind of cloth wrapped over it, tucking some things into it, and eventually you see Leaf walking from the back, and seeing most of you goes, well, happy to see the crotchety golden one did not kill you all.
He did not. Is everything
He's
ready
dead.
to go?
He's dead?
Teagan's him now.
Teagan inherited a bookstore.
And Kin.
Rishaal is dead?
I'm not sure. That's what they said. He wasn't here. That he was in the past. I don't know. I don't know exactly what they meant.
Cobalt Allegiance is only passed by death.
But Teagan is now in charge of the shop.
Faust, you're not even there. Quit typing. You went off on your own.
Where am I at?
You're with the rest of the group.
So,
Back at the tavern.
I'm at the tavern. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna like walk to the corner, sit down.
Adjust your microphone. You're far away again. Thank
Can
you.
you hear me better now?
Yeah, yes.
Right. I'm gonna walk to the corner of the tavern and just sit down and reach in my robes and pull out a flask.
I grabbed the basket. Leaf, are you coming with us? At this point, I'm kind of one-track minded.
Leaf is just staring blankly.
Is he? Leaf?
my trunk is once again like all up in that business, because I'm still not sure if he's met my lady. Is your self here?
Whereas earlier today, when you tried to do that, he was very defensive about it. There is no response to your intrusion to his personal space.
Did his construct stop working? Does he need to be calibrated?
Teagan, something's wrong with Leaf.
Hey, you just. So you just told him that a dear friend of his was dead, and you didn't really quite break it to him the most gentle of ways. So yeah, something's probably wrong with him. But
You watch as Leaf splits into two leaves. And everything from the top shelf is grabbed. And he goes over and sets it all at the table in front of Teagan. The two become one again, and he just starts popping one open, setting one in front of you, popping one open, and just starts drinking. Just out of the bottle.
Tegan, I'll reach out, grab the bottle, and just kind of clink with him, and nod in understanding and agreement.
Oh, this was a pack-mate death. I did not know this.
There should be a right. May I have a bowl, please? I'm just asking this to the room.
Feist will climb out of her suit and scurry into the kitchen and see what she can find.
I was gonna say I'd just go find a bowl.
In the kitchen is immaculately kept. There is definitely a very organized place for everything, and you can very easily find where there are some smooth wooden bowls.
And I'll kind of call out, bring two.
Two will be brought.
So with one bowl, I'm going to take it over to the table of drinking, and set it down, and rustle in my sack and pull out a gold coin and put it in the bowl, and some incense and light it.
As you rustle into your sack, you pull out one platinum piece. Because you have no gold coins because you gave them away to Adnan.
I thought those were returned because they were held in bond.
I don't know that they were ever returned.
In
I
that
don't
case-
remember. DM does not remember them being returned yet.
Uh,
Unless that was done, Adnan, did you ever give him back his gold pieces?
Yeah, actually, I do remember giving him back his gold pieces when
Okay,
we got the platinum.
got it. Okay, I didn't remember this. So you're good. Gold piece, go for it.
Excellent. I put the gold piece down and I light the incense. This gold piece is to be set here, and is for the Time Wizard, who has met my lady finally. And I'm just going to leave that on the table while they drink.
I kind of pat Leaf and grab the basket and head out the door.
I will follow and once again scoop you up.
Thanks.
Back in Leviathan and I'll follow.
Oh, and I grab the other bowl.
Okay. Teagan, do you stay with Leaf?
I do. I'm just gonna. I've got a lot to think about.
Okay. At some point, after about the third bottle that Leaf has consumed, he does start just talking about the first time he ever saw. His words are, "that stupid grumpy lizard." 300 plus years ago. And just tells random stories. Over the course of probably 2 or 3 hours of this, you learned that he and Rishaal were schoolmates. One was interested in time magic. The other one was more interested in illusion magic. And did a couple of adventures together before a heartbreak caused Leaf to no longer be interested in the arcane arts. And he was the first proprietor of the Troll Skull Manor. Adnan, you come back to the tavern to see Teagan and Leaf with a few empty bottles of something, and Leaf completely smashed, just gibbering nonsense that Teagan is just listening to.
What did you do, Teagan?
I did nothing.
What happened with Leaf?
Well, the the one that walks around in the the suit of armor just kind of broke it to him in a harsh way that that Rishaal was dead, and apparently our friend Leaf here and Rishaal go way back. So Leaf and I've been having a wee spot of a drink, and he's been reminiscing about his mate, and I'm just sitting here listening.
Adnan's gonna pull up, I guess they're chairs, right? It's not benches.
Yeah,
I
they're at a
forget.
table. Yeah, they're at a table, so it's a chair.
I'll pull up a chair and take out my lute and start strumming the saddest ballad I know.
When you start playing, Leaf just starts crying. Like, just the dam is broken. Heartbroken wail.
I'm gonna make a motion for Teagan, like, hey, go console him.
I don't do consoling, lad. I'm not that. Yeah, it's best he just work it through it on his own.
Oh, just cuddle him a little bit. I got my hands full with the lute.
Yeah, no. I'm okay with the cuddling part though. But maybe you need to take him upstairs with your lute and do a little solo for him.
Faust, buddy. Give me a survival roll. What is it you're looking for? A map? A temple? What are you looking for? What's the
I'm
first thing
looking
you're
for
looking
a bit of both, okay? I first I'm working through this city. I'm like, okay, big buildings. Maybe that's a temple. I walk in and I'm like, this is not a temple. Now I'm like, maybe a map. This will work. And then I'm trying to locate this temple with a bit of map
Got it.
work.
Give me a survival roll.
You're dead.
Let's see here. From from Troll Skull Alley and your wanderings around. So Troll Skull Alley is in the North Ward. You end up wandering over to the Sea Ward. Make your way down to Castle Ward, and keep going down to the Trades Ward before you just start, at this point, just asking for random directions. And you get you do eventually get some decent directions that tells you that just west of the Market District there is a place called the Font of Knowledge, and that might be what you're looking for. Which means you have to go back north through the Castle District into the Market District, where you ask for more directions, and eventually you do come across a small temple in comparison to the temple the Raven Queen you were at earlier today, with a lot of people just in brown robes. But you do see a familiar symbol of a triangle with the eye inside of it. Representation of Ayun.
I check my pockets. Do I still have all of my stuff?
It's a very good question, bud. Let's see. Your perception's not too terrible. Give me an investigation roll as you're walking around through your stuff. Everything appears to still be there.
I am going to make my way inside the temple.
Okay. You go inside the temple itself, and it just seems like a library.
Is there like a head library person? Like a librarian?
You gonna go ask one of the random people?
Yes. Yes. Random people asking. Sounds great.
Okay. So you just kind of flag down the nearest person, and that person instructs you just to go to the central desk, and someone there should be able to help you. And walking up towards the central desk, you can just see a little bit of hair sticking above the counter itself. And as you get closer, you see sitting on a stool is a shorter gnomish individual. With a single brown braid going down their back, with these bright blue eyes and a couple of freckles on their right cheek. And they look up at you and go, hello, what can I do for you?
Are you like a priest of Ayun?
I mean, I could be. Depends who's asking. Are you a seeker of knowledge?
Yes.
Then I'm a priest of Ayun.
I'm feeling a bit out of character right now. I'm feeling like I'm about to get ripped off by a little gnome. Okay, can you perform like any rituals? Can you commune with Ayun?
I mean, yeah, I could.
Do I believe him? Does he look trustworthy?
Give me an insight check. Roll me that beautiful insight.
Oh yeah, he's telling the truth.
Most trustworthy person that you have ever met. Like, this is 100% legit.
I'm gonna ask to I want to commune with Ayun and ask a question if possible.
So, when you commune, just so you know, it's gotta be like like a yes or no kind of a thing. It's not like a sentence. Like it's kind of like a feeling. So you've got to be really specific what you're asking, and that's going to require a donation to the church of 100 gold pieces.
Funnily enough, I have 100 gold pizzas, and it's actual real gold. I'm going to pull out my coin thing and pull out 100 things of just gold coins and pop it down and state that my question is can she help me get back home, like back to my time?
All right, so you get three questions. Is that it? You just want to get back to your
No, oh,
time?
I get three. I didn't know I get
Yeah,
three. That's
yeah. I
that's
mean,
a
you
good
paid
thing.
for it, right? So yeah, you got 3 questions.
Um, yeah. Well, I mean, hold up one moment. Can we like cut away and I'll I didn't realize I get three. No. Oh my god. No in character. Can she help me get back to my time? Or can he, she, does he, I don't know. It's God. um,
They.
can they, there you go. Can they help me get back to my time? Um, did they bring me here? And, uh, what, I don't even know. Did they bring me here? I don't have a last question. I'm just going to leave the last question and just be like, you know what? I only need two.
Are you sure? Final answer.
Ah! I'm just gonna say you're really cool. That's my. I don't want an answer. I'm just gonna say you're really cool, and that's it. That's my final question.
Okay. All right. Follow me. And they hop down the stool after they've taken your deposit into the church. They hop off the stool, and you realize they are much shorter than they appeared on that stool. Uh, Only at about 2 foot tall. They they just go, come on, this way,
Okay. Yep, I'm following.
with their teeny
I'm
tiny
gonna get
legs just
robbed.
walking away. They lead you to a more quiet section of the library, and they have you sit down and they put different crystals around you and different books in different states of being made. There's just a the binding without pages. There's one that is a solid book with no words, and then one that is a complete book around you. In addition to a couple of different crystals around you and some candles. Um, each of the crystals you can see carved into the crystal itself is the symbol of Ioun. And as this person lights the candles, they sit to the opposite side of you, and they go, "Oh, great, wise, and all-knowing Ioun! This humble seeker of knowledge has questions for you. And through me, your priest, we shall answer him in a truthful manner." And so, your first question was, can Ioun get you back to your time? Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. This person is one out of time, apparently, and they wish to go back. Can you help with this, oh great knowledgeable one? Uh-huh. Uh-huh, yeah. Oh. Uh, okay. Interesting. They say no.
Ah, okay.
Did you bring this person to this time? Mm. Mm-hmm. Also, no.
That's okay. No, no. An answer is an answer. So I mean,
Is there something nearby that can send him back home? Maybe. Does it kind of open their eye at you? Oh. They say yes. I was not expecting an answer for that. Thank you.
don't forget to let them know that they're cool.
Well, I asked the question instead of the statement. They obviously know they're cool.
True. All right.
They have all knowledge.
Sometimes it feels nice to be praised.
So, they didn't send you here, they can't send you back, but there's something nearby that could. Good luck.
Cheers. wait! Before you go, how do I get to a place called Trollskull Manor from here?
It's not a yes or no question, the commune is over.
No, not to the god, to you. To you.
Oh! Troll Skull Manor. Probably Troll Skull Alley.
Where's that exactly? Oh.
Right, so you're gonna go out here towards the market district. You're gonna turn left onto the high road, and then you're gonna keep following that down until you get to Sarduin Street. You're gonna turn right onto Sarduin Street, and eventually that turns into Troll Skull Alley. Got that? I'm glad you got it. Have a great day.
Okay.
It's like a babe lost in the woods.
As Portia, Silas, and Feist go and get Avi and Embrick. Two elemental Ganassi. Silas and Feist. Actually, more Feist. I think more Feist. Feist would be familiar with the work of the Steam and Steel. They are a very renowned blacksmith within Waterdeep.
Would that mean they would know them, or just know of them?
I think you would know more of them than know them. They don't enchant things, but their stuff that they can make is almost as good. When the customer pays for that kind of quality, and in non, in D&D terms, they can make +1 items that are not magical.
Cool.
They are that good when they are given proper materials and time. So you would have heard of their goods around. Seeing them is like looking at two opposing elements working in harmony. As when you all come up to their shop, they appear to be just finishing. And you can see where one of them is holding on to something, and it's just bright red hot, to the point of being white. In that one that's holding it with bare hands, just ting, ting, hitting it with a hammer, and you can see the uh, the metal just shaping underneath their hammer. And they set one hammer down aside and turn it, get something smaller and hit it with. Put it down, turn it, get something smaller to hit it with. And you just watch the other one just take even the just moisture in the air is suddenly drier as they pull that moisture in and focus it down to the small bead. And as it hits, there's just this huge eruption of steam that just encompasses this entire shop and rolls out, where they have just condensed so much water elemental energy into one tiny bead to apply it in a very specific way. But even that is recaptured and pulled back in. And the blue one turns around and, in typical AV fashion, whenever he is helping to work in the forge, he is wearing just a pair of leather shorts. His blue upper chest is exposed. There are little droplets of moisture all around him, even some that just kind of float and hover. He turns around, seeing you all, and just goes, "We're almost done, dear." And Embrick just hitting it, and just every time he hits, like even his hair just erupts in flames. You guys just watch this almost dance as one hits, one cools, and that they're just very rhythmic to their movements. It's, especially as an artisan yourself, Feist, this is beautiful.
Feist is wrapped. She's got her plate open and her eyes are big like saucers, and she's just watching.
Probably about another 10 minutes goes by before they finish with whatever it is that they were making. And AV turns around and goes, "We're just going to get cleaned up. We'll be right back."
Take your time. See you when you get back. Hey, Silas, you can put me down now, please. Thank you.
Of course. Lowers his hand. I assume in my mind Silas has you like riding on his arm. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
I kind of
right
was
there.
like shoulder, like right there.
Oh,
Like
shoulder? Yeah, it's even better. Yeah.
Portia, you didn't tell me your friends were what the name of it? Steven Steele?
The Steam and Steel. Yeah,
Steam
that's
and
the
Steel.
name of the blacksmith shop.
Portia, you didn't tell me your friends were the Steam and Steel blacksmith owners.
I said that they were blacksmiths.
But you didn't say Steam and Steel. Everybody knows about their work.
Do I know that?
It's not something you would have cared about, to be
I was
honest. It's
gonna say,
nothing.
like, I don't think I would really care.
You know that everything that they make is beautiful in some way, shape, or form, and not just like not just as a. They don't make basic items. Even their most basic longsword has a degree of artistic flair to it, whether that is still in the blade, different blues and hues of the metal that have been tempered to keep the coating, the coloration, or just etchings in the blades or the hilts and things. Like, nothing that they do is basic. Even the cutlery ware, the plates that they made for you all, that were made out of steel, had different designs and things on them and were smooth. I mean, they were, nothing is just left to be basic.
How? Oh,
I
sorry,
just
go ahead.
look. I was just gonna say, I just look at Feist and I go, it's just Avi and Embrick. Like, I look at her kind of crazy. Like, your point being,
They're the best. Someday, maybe they can make pieces of Leviathan for me when I can figure out how to pay them. Just know that you have very important friends.
How big is the anvil that they were working on?
The one that they were working on is only about a 10-pound anvil, but you do see within the shop significantly bigger. they have probably upwards, just looking at the material, 500 pound anvil within there. Like they have different levels for different levels.
10 pen anvil with an 11 on the roll. Silas's snoot is going to be booping up against that.
Silas, what are you doing?
Isn't that hot?
Yep.
Yes.
It is
Watch your snoot.
extremely hot.
It in fact is very hot.
It is extremely hot.
Yeah, like his snoot booped and then like recoiled.
You were.
Yeah.
It is. It
a
is
little burn.
actually. It's so hot that you don't feel the burn. You smelt it, and pulled back. That's gonna be a second or third degree burn whenever that develops.
I was gonna say, do I need to roll for some damage for that?
The elephant
Yeah, you're gonna
shares my
take
quality
3
of life.
points. 3 points of fire damage. And for a little while, your keen sense of smell is not so keen.
That was, in fact, hot.
Why did you touch it?
I've never seen that.
For a wise man, you don't have a lot of common sense. Don't touch hot things.
I did not expect it to be hot.
I'm just nah.
You didn't see the flaming genasi doing something on top of it? Like, common sense, dear.
That
Oh, dear.
I have not seen one of them before. I did not know.
It's kind of rude for you to just kind of like. I don't even know how to say it. I don't know.
Consent before snoot boop.
I'm just kind of baffled.
Consent before Snoop Boop.
Thanks, Feist. I think that's
I
exactly
think
what I
that
was trying
was a
to play.
shirt. Consent before Snoop Boop.
Whenever
I'm
we
writing
get
that
campaign
down.
merch, it's gonna be
That's so
Feist's
good.
campaign slogan.
Yep.
Are you writing that down?
Yeah. That's gonna become a mythical roller merch. There's gonna be a Luxodon snout. It's like trying to sniff around. Consent before Snoot Boot.
I am definitely gonna buy one of those. I'm in.
At least Feist understood what I was trying to say there. That was great.
Oh my god, that is glorious. Oh man, that is so good. A few minutes go by. Avi and Imbric come back out. Avi is wearing a very pale blue long gown as he comes outside of the shop itself. And Imbric is very log cabin lumberjack with these really long, like knee-high black leather boots, black slacks, and then just a vest of black and white. Just a vest. It's a open chest here, but it's just a vest, and hair just flowing in the flame. And as he walks out, he goes, "Be careful, it's hot in here."
I did find that out.
This is Avi and Imbric. Avi and Imbric. This is Silas and Feist. They're the new friends of ours over at the tavern, and they're gonna accompany us up the mountain.
Avi says, "Hello, hello." Imbric gets like right at your face, Feist, and goes, "Can I see it? This is
Absolutely.
amazing."
Absolutely. I've heard a lot about your work.
Can do you do you mind? Well, you're in it. Do you? I don't want to. I don't like it when people touch my things. Is it okay?
Avi
They'll
is.
they'll step out of it and be like, "No, look, see, look," and they'll start opening up flaps and joints and sigils and whatever he wants to see. They're cracking it apart and just very excited.
I look at Avi and I'm like, I think that's the most I've ever heard Embrick talk.
To be fair, darling, it is a wondrous piece of armor and ingenuity.
True.
Embrick does appreciate the finer things, after all. He has me. Embrick,
Okay.
darling, you can look at the armor some other time. We must pay a dear friend respects. And Embrick just gets very stoked. He goes, "What is your name?" As he looks over to you, Feist.
Heist.
I think I can help improve upon it. What is its name?
Leviathan. I would love your help improving on it. My teacher told me a lot about your work and has done some extra tinkering with things that you've made.
I can already see some welding points that could be improved. Some sharper angles that can be smoothed. Another day. Come by the shop.
Excellent. And they will climb back into their armor to be prepared to go.
I'm just like stunned. I think like through that whole conversation, I think my mouth opened just a little bit and I'm just doing like one of these and my eyes are really wide because I've never, I mean, I haven't known Embrick for very long, but I've never heard him say more than like,
You've never heard him talk so much.
no, more than like 2 words.
Mm-hmm.
Um, shall we go?
Lead the way, dear. You know where you're going.
Okay. Out of character, do I remember how to get there?
Great question. Give me an intelligence roll. I mean, yeah, about.
Silas bends down. Would you like a ride?
Yep. Not gonna turn that down.
Mm.
It's a bit of a walk.
Pull the ear in the direction you need to go. And Silas flips his hood down, revealing his massive elephant ears.
Oh my god, it's like Ratatouille.
Yeah. Pull the hair this way, this way.
Like how?
Pull the
Because
things up to
I
sniff.
imagine I've got a picnic basket in one hand and my war pick in another. So
I will hold your things. And
I
he just, because your war pick is proportional to you, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna like tuck that in a bag on my belt.
No, I don't. You try to grab it from me, and you
Nope.
feel resistance. I don't let it go.
Then
Yes,
I
pick.
will take the basket.
I hand over the basket, but I don't hand over the war pick.
Very good.
Well, thank you. Okay, so we head off towards the mountain, and I guess sorry, um, you said for me to like tug your ear in the direction that we need to go as we go. That's all right. That's what she does.
Okay. So by memory, Portia, you know that walking to the waterfall is about a 7-hour walk. And you're into the afternoon right at this point.
So I I look to the group and I say, so with everything, I forgot how far it is. It will take about 7 hours for us to get there. Walking. Walking. Does,
If there are services to be rendered, I am not opposed to walking for 7 hours.
do I know where like a nearby like carriage rental would be?
Um, you would know that at the river gate, which is the southern gate and probably the closest to the Mount Waterdeep, there are places to rent things. So it wouldn't be an issue to rent a horse and carriage for an evening, if that is something you were looking to try to do.
I look at Avi and Embrick and I said, "Do you guys okay with us renting a horse and carriage, or are you okay with walking?" It's gonna be a bit
I
of a
mean,
trek.
7 hours. We should probably get a horse and carriage, I think, yeah?
Okay, that's what I was thinking, but I just wanted to make sure that we were all on the same page. And I head towards the south gate.
A carriage sounds a fine idea.
And Bert just goes, and looks over to you, Feist. 7 hours is a long time. I wonder how much tinkering we can do to Leviathan.
Oh, would as long as we don't scare the horses, I think we can get a lot done. I gotta show you this schematic.
He has a satchel. He just kind of opens it. Goes, anvil, hammer, yes.
Real quick,
Ooh.
how like far from the tavern and the blacksmith have we gotten?
You're just walking away, discussing this as you're walking, probably at this point past the tavern.
Okay. Silas, I need to run in and grab my money so I can do the carriage.
Of course.
Maybe Leaf. I don't know if I can get it from Leaf. He was pretty out of it earlier.
Don't worry about it. Obviously I took mine with me. I'll cover it.
And then I'll just pay you back?
I mean, I'm going to, so yeah, sure.
Okay.
I am also happy to pay to conduct services.
Okay. I've got 10 gold on me, and then the rest of it's in the bank of Leaf.
Okay.
So.
Then you guys make your way to the trades ward, which is just before the river gate. Finding a place to get. They look up and down of your Luxodon, Silas, and you get a 4-horse team and a much larger wagon, as Silas is a big boy.
I envision him like sitting like on the back outside of the actual carriage.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Ears just flapping in the wind. Trunk flapping in the wind.
I was about to say, no, now that there's no need, the hood is back up, so.
They do ask if you need somebody to drive.
How much more is it for somebody to drive?
5 gold.
Yeah. And then I explain the best I can about where we're going.
Okay. So somebody mark off 30 gold. Because for this trek, you're basically having to rent it for a 24-hour period. So it's a day, it's a there and back again kind of a situation.
I chuck 14 gold, which is all of my gold at that.
Okay.
No. Just hold on to that, and I'll give them 3 platinum.
However
Don't
you
worry about
guys all
giving back
want to
later.
divvy that out and figure that out. Because that's where we
Very
will
good.
end today's episode of Waterdeep Dragon Heist.